What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So in my last video I obviously showed my little haul that I got from Apple Jacks, and one of the things I got was my first wrestling figure in a few years. So I did end up getting John Morrison, one of my favorites. I just love how he was always like such an acrobat, and I just like his style, the whole Hollywood theme and everything. So I saw him there and I was like, might as well. This figure is a bit older, it's from 2020, but that's kind of new for me just because like the last figure I got was like 2019, 2018, so it's been a while. But I figured, you know what, might as well. Yeah, so here he is, and then there's the back of the box. There he is in person. So yeah, I'm just gonna open it and let's get right into it. Alright, so here he is, fresh out of the box. Wow, this is very cool. One thing I do have to say is unboxing him was a little bit hard because he did have some plastic wiring around him that was like really hard to cut. But yeah, this is just such a cool figure. I love that this is a cloth robe. Like I said in my last video, they used to always make the robes or like the entrance attire rubber, so it'd be pretty much impossible to get the figure out of their entrance clothes. But yeah, very, very cool. So while he has his jacket on, let's put on his entrance, I guess you could say sunglasses and headband. So there he is. That actually looks really cool. Wow, very nice. So yeah, one thing I love about John Morrison is his attire. He's always had like he's always kind of wearing like jeans, but I don't know, they kind of remind me of like the 2000s era, you know, crosses all over the jeans and stuff. But this particular attire is black with silver crosses. There's the back, and then the bottom here we just got like silver and then just normal kick pads. Really, really neat. The robe is so detailed. Really cool. So let's actually try to figure out a way to get it off. Take this off, but here's a closer look at this. Just glasses and a headband that slides right in, and they actually molded his hair back a bit so that this will fit and look like it's going like all the way around his hair. Just so cool. So yeah, let's try to get this off. Alright, simple enough. There we go. And it came right off. And he's actually wearing elbow pads underneath, which is kind of cool. So here's his arms. They did not go for like a super like ripped arm. This is just like a pretty basic arm, but you know, it works. And then he has his little armbands. So this figure did come with two interchangeable hands, which I did not take out of the package because I don't want to lose them, but they're just like hands that can hold something. But I like it better whenever it's just like a fist and stuff. But yeah, since they're interchangeable, the hands have a little bit more detail, so you can kind of see veins in the hand and stuff. Same with this one. But yeah, really, really neat. This torso, this is the first time I've had this torso. I remember it was like the Fandango torso, like all the Fandango figures use this one. So yeah, you can move it forward, move it back, you can keep him up. Yeah, pretty nice, pretty cool. And yeah, so he is an elite figure, obviously, so he's gonna have a ton of posability to him, which is really neat. Obviously, it's what you want with a figure. And yeah, here's a better look at the back. His attire is just so cool, like genuinely really neat. And then yeah, here's a closer look at the face scan. So they started using this, what is it called? True FX detail. It's pretty much where it's a way that they're able to really get a face scan right. And hold on, let me just, there we go. If you know what John Morrison looks like in person, this is very accurate to him. The beard looks very realistic as well. Like that looks like a very realistic beard. I like him because he reminds me of John Morrison, the cowboy from Red Dead Redemption. But yeah, so let's see. What does it look like without the robe? I'm gonna put this on. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. He kind of reminds me of like a biker dude sort of thing. Very neat. So that's John Morrison. Pretty cool. And I also wanted to show, which I showed this on my live stream, but I figured I'd show it here in a video form. I used to play wrestling games all the time. It was like how I got into wrestling. I didn't really even watch wrestling, like SmackDown or Raw. I would just play the video games, and the video games are known for their creative wrestler. And I decided to make the superstar that I always made, and I'd always make the same kind of custom dude in all the games, and I decided to make him as an action figure. So here's what we got. So I'd always call him Nick Star. I don't know why, I just did. And yeah, so I painted it all up blue. It's very hard to paint wrestling figures, which is why, you know, his design is pretty simple. I mean, it was also simple in the game because he's a creative wrestler, but yeah, there's an N, or a star with an N on it. I'd always do that kind of logo thing going on. And then I usually give him glasses, but I'm pretty proud of it because if you were to see what he looked like before this, it was a Elite Seth Rollins, I don't know what the attire is called, but it's like his black and green attire. He kind of looks like Ben 10. So that's what I went with, or that's what I transformed him to. And then we got like the Elite 13 or something Dolph Ziggler had, because I always give him short blonde hair. So yeah, there he is. But I always kind of thought that he had the same sort of style as John Morrison. Not necessarily, it's not represented well in figure form, but in the games I'd always make him like sort of, I don't know, not Hollywood, but more just like show off sort of dude, kind of like John Morrison is, and he'd always be like an acrobat. So, you know, I could make them tag team partners. but actually, John Morrison is very, like, is way more taller than Nick Star as I'm looking at it, which is a little, I guess that's cool. I mean, how tall did it say he was in the thing? It says he is 6 feet. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just the newer figures are a bit taller. But yeah, so that is my review of the John Morrison 2020 Elite 82 action figure. I know this was just a bit of a like one-off sort of video. Doesn't really have anything to do with Lego, doesn't have anything to do with Star Wars, but you know, I think it's kind of neat. It's an action figure, you know, so it's a toy, which is kind of what I do on this channel. But yeah, so if you guys are going to enjoy the video, make sure to hit like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.